Hello and welcome. Thank you very much for joining us on today's video from True Potential's Money Markets. In today's video, we'd like to cover the recent rise that we've seen within oil prices and the impact that it will have for consumers. Recently, we've seen oil prices move higher. Looking at the two main oil prices that we see, which is Brent oil, which is the US-based version, and crude oil, which is the European equivalent, we've seen those prices move higher. So to provide a little bit of context, we have Brent crude at about $94 per barrel and crude at about $97 per barrel. In previous videos, we've highlighted why this is, and that's mainly due to supply cuts from OPEC countries, reducing the number of barrels that they're willing to produce and supply into the market, which then pushes up the price of oil. Now, this is something that has happened in the past and has been priced by financial markets. So that news isn't new. I guess what investors are now looking at and starting to price, however, is the depletion of the US strategic petroleum reserves. Now, this is essentially a reserve that the US government has, which it can release in times of distress or when there's things like supply shocks, which is what we've seen as oil prices have risen. This is something that the US government did in the aftermath of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, when oil supply from Russia was banned from import by various countries. And the effect of that was to reduce the price increase that we saw. So once again, to offer a little bit of context, when Russia invaded Ukraine, the US had about 566 million barrels in their reserves. Now that number is down to approximately 350 million barrels. So the degree to which the US can continue to add supply from the government into the market to reduce those price increases is starting to fall, and hence the rises that we've seen. Now, the follow through and the impact that consumers will see and you will see is obviously through the prices that we receive or pay for petrol at the pumps. Now, impact for this and what markets are trying to consider is how that will impact inflation and also economic growth. So thank you for watching today's video, and we'll catch you in tomorrow's episode.